beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the pistol, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this, I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A counter give here to Pacheco. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. He's on the move.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. You found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Hurts now on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Let's go now.
Quick throw to the left is complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
On first down, Hurts. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 29. That's complete, David Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Hurts setting up to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. On third down, it's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Love that call, Brock, going for the slant route, trying to move the chains, but the defense read it all the way. They had somebody right there ready to knock that ball out.
You know, if there's one thing consistent with you, Kate, you do love that route.
I love that route, man.
You love the slant. I know. It's from your childhood of watching Jerry and Joe and the Niners do it so well. But this defense, they knew what was coming, and he was able to separate that slant from the ball before it could ever get going.
And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. Street.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going deep. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Jabril Peppers with the pick.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give, fullback headed up the gut. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
So that brings us to the end of one. Both teams starting that long walk to the other end of the field. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. Wilson on the slant. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's going to push one deep down the right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Hurts now from the gun. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He stays up. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. Completed here to Johnston. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
And 70 Tbmv2. Rig alert, rig alert. And up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying another one. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jabril Peppers with the pick. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Trying to force one through there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Wilson's got it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Ravens with the football. Second and 6 coming up here.
63.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. That hit affected that throw. It sails out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Good. Hey, easy. 63, pass. Delta.
Blitz coming here, Hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They're going a little pop pass here, sweeping across. That'll be the first and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? It gets him the first on fourth down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Pacheco, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Trying to run with Pacheco, and he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here we go. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's loaded another one up. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So that brings up second down.
Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Ready.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. Running down the left side. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers tie it in the final minute of the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Hurts trying again on second down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Keely Ringo picks it off.
34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready?
Trying to throw here out of the gun. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Jabril Peppers with the pick. Well, they have the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it sets up 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Hey, 73, 73. Don't touch it.
Hurts to throw. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Moody knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the 2nd half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this 2nd half.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He put some juice on it. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
He has the Carolina touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers jump in front now by 5. The The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. He's got Njoku on the sideline, caught. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 8. Hauled in by Gray. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
On first down, Hurts. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. They motion the tight end over. Here we go, second and 9. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Pacheco has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying again with Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Hurts now on third and goal. He's on the move. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Come 19, come 19. Come on, set. Ready?
Willis escapes the pocket. Down the run right, throwing deep down the sub. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers need only one to take the lead. And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for two.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hurts. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First and 10, here's Hurts. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Ravens.
First down throwing for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and it couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, no, they get him yet again. The 50. 30. He's at the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick-6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
No touchdown. 73. 73. No touchdown.
Hurts back to the air after the pick. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They...
Panthers 26.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Great. Set. Hey, Yeti. No touchdown.
Back to throw, Hurts. Completes this one to Gray. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd down run by Pacheco. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Working quickly here. Right back to Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Out. Go Silver, ready? Go.
Hurts now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. He's off to the races. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Let's go now.
First and goal, here's Gibbs. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So the offense is lined up. Panthers making another attempt at 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Willis. Flush down out to his left. Oh no, they get him yet again. That's Julian Blackman. It's a foot race. At the 20. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the 2-point call does end up yielding 2 points, but definitely not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience's mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind to make up for the touchdown they just gave up. They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Great.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying again, following the sack. Johnston brings it in. And he'll get it up to the 27. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Ravens facing a 15-point deficit.
Great. Hey, Silver.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
And the Panthers are there to bring him down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone off. Now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. Hits his running back. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Hauled in left side. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Trying to set this up quick. Gibbs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Panthers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers grow the lead now to 22 points. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blitz coming here. Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.